I get a little bit of goosebumps, and it means there could be something there. If I don't get it, then there's nothing there.
Hunter Mathis lives in a historic home in Memphis, Tennessee that was built in 1859. The house sits across from a forensic center where actual autopsies are often performed.
Okay, let me.
One night, when Hunter is home alone, he spots someone wearing a hat just standing on his front porch.
Oh, men can't have
a. When things start to get really creepy.
Okay. It's DoorDash.
What in the actual hell?
I'm thinking that I got nothing, by the way, because I'm thinking
that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem.
I'm thinking if it could be like
solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people walk up on the porch, and it is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet, or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought, I didn't pay attention to the light passing through the shadow. I was like, it's not raining. Why is someone on my front porch? I get that to a lot of you in your everyday lives, that's not a good call. And probably moving forward, I won't do that. But I've been in that situation multiple times, and I just didn't think anything about it.
Now, Hunter has even tried to debunk his own video to figure out exactly what he could have saw at his door that night. But it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house where somebody would be. For them to run, where would they have to hide? It goes straight out, guts out. This way, another commercial building, it juts out. They would also have to jump down into this drop of a fence and go that way.
Hunter says that he has lived in the house for 2 years, but he has never experienced
there's no time for someone to leave. So this could be a reflection.
Or what?
It could be his own reflection.
His door. Next up, a woman is recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights. But when she reviews her clip, she notices that
or maybe a reflection from like far away that got close. Ooh.
Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter.
I think that's just a camera glitch, but because I think that's someone just took up a light.
These people capture real evidence of the supernatural.
I think it could be just that.
New Top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly
I got my clueless Mercy G-subs getting around here. Ooh. I saw something under the stairs before. Was that it?
Some little figure seems to be walking on 2 legs, moves under the stairs.
It's a raccoon.
And as a woman passes by, it seems to press itself up against the wall to avoid her attention.
I think it's a raccoon.
Figure quickly crawls between the steps.
Can they just be on 2 feet and have the tail like close to him?
Almost looks like it's dressed in a tiny little robe.
Didn't you say it was California?
Security cam caught a duende, a mischievous creature from Spanish and Latin American folklore that is said to be similar to a gnome or leprechaun.
Didn't you say California?
Let me know what you think
or am I
this
wrong?
is.
I think it's literally a raccoon on.
A young woman named Kyla says that she once saw a ghost when she was only 3 years old. Her aunt is filming her at the table when suddenly this happens.
Look, an apple. Don't come in here, okay? Stay in there. Stay in there in the library. Don't come in here, okay? I won't let you anymore. I'm just gonna get.
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Who you talking to?
I don't want to. No.
Huh?
I don't like that one.
Well, who? You don't like who?
Be just her imagination.
Like what?
Quando a diversão chama, diz "Estou aqui". Registra-te e ganha 25 free spins e até 100 euros em bónus da solverde.pt.
I wish one day people can just be like,
Okay, guys.
It's
when they
now
see my
15
video
years
and get
later,
an ad
Kyla
too.
is 18. She says she has very little memory of this specific incident.
So basically, me and my aunt, I was at my aunt's house. My grandma lived down the street, and I guess my mom was at work. We were just eating potato soup, and I guess I saw something or someone on the stairs, and I was like, "Don't you come in here!" And they just kept getting closer to me, and you could see that I'm looking that way, and I'm just like, you know, because it's coming at me, and I'm like, "Get away!"
Who you talking to?
I don't like that.
Now we go to Wichita, Kansas, where Nuke's Top 5
don't feel
viewer
it.
Dallas Clark says that
I don't
she's
feel
worried
it.
that her home might be haunted after her Ring camera captures a very strange conversation.
I will never talk
You
shit
see,
about this
her young son
because I
seems to be
believe in a
having
lot
an
of things
argument
because I had
with
experiences.
someone. But the problem
If you want to know the
he's in
experiences,
his room all
come to my
alone.
Twitch chat and ask me.
You want to talk? You want to talk to me?
I'm getting a little bit, by the way.
Hey, Ghostman.
Uh-huh.
Ghostman,
I got a little bit. I got a little bit.
Ghostman, you say
Nope.
yes.
I got a tingle.
You don't like you anywhere. You want to talk to me, Ghost?
How the fuck did he learn that?
You want to talk? You want to talk?
I'm gonna fuck you up?
You want to talk to me? I'm gonna beat you up. 'Cause if you don't be quiet now,
I feel like
go.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling a lot. I felt like a little bit in the beginning, but I feel like he's talking the way probably the parents talk to him.
To threaten to beat up Ghostman.
You know?
I'm gonna beat you up. 'Cause
You know what I mean?
you don't be quiet now.
The
I
little
feel
boy
like
even
this is
looks for
like
the ghost
what
to leave.
his parents actually usually do that to him.
Dallas says
Which
that
that
her
would
son
be
still
fuck
speaks
it up.
to, quote, Ghostman, and that she has captured other spooky disturbances all around her home.
He's all alone. Yeah.
Another family
See what
in
I
Houston,
mean?
Texas has a similar strange
Or
experience
kids
with their 1-year-old daughter.
probably said
One
that to
evening,
him
Tiffany
already.
Matthews
Or to one
notices
of
that
the
her
other
little
ones.
girl is looking at something in their kitchen, and that's when things get really weird.
Y'all, I don't know who she playing with, but it's an invisible person, and they're tickling her. Stop. And I pray so much, it can't be no bad spirit in here. 'Cause I pray so much over this house.
Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That kind of pissed me off what she said.
Wow.
I pay so much for that. Shut up.
She is really interacting.
I'm sorry. I don't like that. That means nothing.
Oh my goodness.
You see, the worst people in the world are the ones in power and with a lot of money. Praying means absolutely nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Little 1-year-old Trinity can be seen happily reacting to something her family just can't see. The child's mother believes that whatever this is can't be anything malicious. She thinks that her daughter is probably playing with the loving spirit of her grandmother. So do you think this is all just a child's overactive imagination?
So grandma wasn't a
Just
good
what
person because she
are these
didn't
young
want
children
to heaven.
seeing?
She just stood
You
here.
decide.
She just stayed here in
If you see
purgatory
something
because
you
she can't
think
move
would be
on,
perfect
right?
For the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Isn't that what it
You can
means.
also tag me on TikTok at Nukes Top 5 Official. And be sure to tag me only at Nukes Top 5 Official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Ghost hunts?
I don't
Gone
use
wrong.
TikTok.
In this next video, a ghost hunter named Alex is exploring a haunted house where he hears a rumbling noise coming from a nearby wardrobe.
I saw that.
The mirror on the wardrobe burst outward, sending sharp shards of glass flying towards Alex, barely missing him. But there's something even weirder here.
I heard the footsteps before, yeah.
Did you see it?
See it?
Some bizarre shadow figure comes flying right out of the mirror and darts across the room so fast that Alex doesn't even notice. He checks the inside of the wardrobe, but there's nothing there.
You know what I think it
Mark
is?
Sebastian is staying at the infamous Stanley Hotel in
There's
Estes
this
Park,
thing that you
Colorado.
can put it on
Stanley
shit that
Hotel is
can
said to be one
kind of
the most
blow.
haunted hotels in North
And I feel like
America.
he did
It is
that.
most famously known as the inspiration for the Stephen King book and subsequent movie, The Shining.
I haven't seen The
Turns out that
Shining.
The hotel does live up
You guys want to
its
see The
spooky
Shining Friday?
reputation. As Mark is
Not this
filming
Friday.
outside of the hotel late one night,
Next
he
month.
captures
We can watch
this.
and then I'll put it on Patreon.
Tai Chi heals, especially after.
Sure. I said I wasn't gonna stop, but I want to put this here for Twitch and for YouTube. Sometimes I do movie nights that go end up on Patreon. That movie night will not be here on Twitch as a VOD, so you won't be able to see it, and it's not gonna be on the VOD channel on YouTube, obviously, because he's gonna get blocked the same way here. So I will get all of it, the reaction, the movie, everything, like all of this that you see here, like chat, my monthly followers and shit. I'll remove it. Okay, I will remove it when I get there, and we can and that will be on Patreon. You can become a member. What? This is what I was going for. Changing the game. And chat should be here instead. Okay, got it. So, what I was saying is, all of that will be on Patreon. If you pay to become a Patreon member, it costs $3. You get to watch the reaction. There's a watch along thing that I thought the watch alongs would be like, oh, you get the full movie, you know, without my reaction, but apparently not. Apparently the watch along is literally like just my reactions. I don't know how people would actually pay for that. What's the point? Yeah, let me put the reactions, and you have to have your own movie so you can see my reaction, and that's pretty much it. I think that's stupid. So my watch-alongs on Patreon, if I ever get a watch-along, I can't do watch-alongs when I'm streaming here because the camera is this one, not the other one that I use. But the Patreon will have watch-alongs, and that shit will never be on YouTube, by the way. But it will be there on Patreon. The watch-alongs will be there as like a movie. That's why I'm like, okay, you have to pay a little bit extra, and you can get the watch-alongs, and you just, okay. But we're going to go back to movie nights in September, I believe. I'm going to try to get like Friday nights maybe to do it, but we'll see. I didn't see it. Okay, we're going to get back.
I'm not kidding. I just saw someone move in that window.
Look in this window right here.
A dark figure seems to peek out of one of the hotel's upper windows. But what's especially creepy is that this room is closed and locked off, inaccessible to the public.
This is the room where I saw something.
Why is that inaccessible to people?
There's no one there.
Can be like for other people, like staff.
Even the hotel hotel staff can't explain Mark's strange, ghostly capture.
It's gonna be
as no
like
member of the staff
security
patrols
guard?
that room,
'Cause it looks
and
like
it's not open to hotel guests.
Really creepy though.
Isn't that creepy?
I'm glad you caught that though.
Me too.
You should show the tours.
Okay, I'll show the tours downstairs. Okay. I confirmed with the staff that no one was in there. They don't do patrols inside of that room. And most certainly not at 2:30 a.m.
I want to let you know that I was on live the entire night that night. So there are at least 1,000 people who saw the events of the footage you just saw play out in real time. It's a locked whiskey bar that is only open for private events. And as soon as I saw Mr. Shadowman show his ass, I ran up to the door of that room that is on that little patio that you can see in the video, shined a flashlight in and showed that there was no one in there.
So just who or what did Mark see? Let me know what you think. This next clip was sent to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Zach S. He says that just after midnight, he and his friend Brandon were exploring a tunnel in Shinks Ferry, Pennsylvania, that locals claim is extremely haunted. As the guys look around, something happens that chills them to their core.
Okay. So it's like someone shuffling.
What is that? I hear it sounds like boots, like wet boots walking over here.
Well, I heard that too, but did you hear the like low like?
Yeah.
It's like a male.
Yeah, that's what I was describing as a growl.
It's like a male grunting.
I heard that.
Same. What
The two guys hear what sounds like a person moving in the tunnel.
You know what I hear?
Kind of freaks them out. But as they
You know what I
check
hear?
it out, they hear what almost sounds like a loud wailing moan from somewhere very close by. This sends the guys screaming back to their
You know what
car
that
in
sounds?
absolute terror.
When someone grabs a bottle and just type shit. Or just
So did Zach and Brandon hear a ghost tromping around and whooping it up?
Maybe.
Well, you decide.
Ah, yes. An ad. Game of Thrones mobile game.
Caught on camera. Now, I don't usually feature scary photos on the channel because they're just too easy to fake. But I found these pictures especially interesting just
But
because
videos
they're
are
so
not?
strange and seem much harder to manipulate.
Still
Now,
are.
first up,
Everything
some
is.
women were on a girls' trip to celebrate one of the women's birthdays. There were no husbands or boyfriends and no children in attendance. So one of the women snapped a live photo on her iPhone and captured this.
Gross women.
Did you see it?
No.
On the right side of the picture, a
Oh.
small boy who seems to be absolutely colorless appears over the women's shoulders. Now, if you don't know, an iPhone live photo captures a few frames before the photo and a few frames after. And if you look closely, this little pale gray boy actually seems to be moving. The women say that they have no idea who this boy could be, as there were absolutely no children.
There's this
around
thing here
anywhere.
that tracks
Next up, a
every
young woman named
person
Tegan is
around
taking
yet.
a picture with her boyfriend.
Which means
But later when she prints the photo out, she notices something very odd in the background. A very tall, thin man with indistinct features and hollow eyes can be seen watching them. The
something.
couple claims that the strange man with seemingly extra long limbs was not there when they took the picture.
As far as they know.
Destination unknown.
Wait.
Now, this story is about a different kind of scare, one that you might not take seriously, but maybe you should.
Where do I know that
In
name?
2003, the movie Final Destination 2 was released, and it featured this classic horror scene involving a log truck.
I haven't seen like a lot of things from Final Destination, like straight up. So if you guys want me to watch it too, we can watch that on stream. Oh, but there's nudity.
Now, this movie scene became so iconic that when the new Final Destination movie was released earlier this year, the movie
Lowlights?
studio actually put ads on log trucks. Now, the Final Destination 2 log truck scene pretty much influenced the driving habits of a whole generation.
And this is what Final Destination did to the millennials. Look.
Nobody's
Not
behind that
one
truck.
car in the
Not
lane.
one car in the lane.
You.
But some people didn't see Final Destination 2, or maybe they just didn't take it seriously.
This guy has never watched Final Destination 2 because why are we following this jam?
Tori, every single millennial is terrified, and you have, oh my gosh, we're cruising behind the lumber truck.
They have to strap those down.
Oh, I bet they said that in the movie too.
But here's what makes the Final Destination log truck scene especially creepy.
Why?
Because sometimes it actually happens.
Well, yeah.
Driving behind the Final Destination truck, keeping our distance. For some reason, they're gonna lose it. Swear to God, they're gonna lose the log. Happening! It's happening! It's happening! Oh my God, I have my camera out.
And if you're saying, yeah, well, that's not like the movie, the log just fell off the side.
Well,
Even though the driver weirdly just kept going. But no, as I said before,
didn't notice.
This has actually happened.
Crazy, boy.
So,
Yeah, just don't drive behind anything that
just
has.
a public service message. Either way, just do not drive behind a log truck. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you don't drive behind anyone that drives something like that that can easily just
Oddly
snap
enough, he says
and
that
just.
the sounds are coming from beneath his house in the house's crawl space.
Oh my. Open it. See?
He sets up a camera down there to see what's going on. What
Open
he
it.
captures makes his blood run cold.
Is there someone?
Scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Watch this.
You have someone living down there?
Kyle's camera captures what looks like a person or something hiding in the tiny crawl space underneath his house.
Yeah.
It might be some strange person actually living underneath his home. He goes into his house's crawl space to check it out.
I can't sleep.
So you're doing this at 3 a.m.? Sorry, but that's kind of sus. They're doing this at 3 a.m. and not in the morning? Or just call the cops because you have
I'm not seeing anything.
Oof.
I don't know what this tarp is.
Someone's there. Oh, my throat.
There's anything underneath. I don't see anything. I don't see any signs of life. I don't see any signs of afterlife. I'm gonna get the heck out of here.
Kyle investigates and even crawls his way into the space underneath his house. But there's just no one there. So what do you think this is? Let me know.
Camera thing? Camera glitch?
Onde é que se vê? Sport TV, até já na tua box.
I probably should have YouTube Premium if I want to react to this shit. And then you lost the guy.
Sensing something bad. A guy named Nick takes care of his elderly grandmother who has dementia. One night while his grandmother is having an episode, weird things start to happen around their house.
Oh, I bet it does. I don't know. What are you watching? Clone Wars? Gross. I'm gonna say that, like, if... Easy, buddy. If you have someone that goes through something like this, it's better if they are in a place where they can, you know... I don't know how shit goes into your... That's Nick. It's a Roomba. This is a Roomba, right? That's what I just said. What I was saying is like, probably better if they are in a home and not, is he coming towards him? Doesn't he map out the house first and then goes to the same path over and over again? So it means it could have been like shit over there, right?
Nick's
fuck was that?
grandmother's dog starts to growl toward the kitchen for no reason. Then the roaming Roomba seems to randomly start and stop, as if it's sensing something right in front of it. But there's nothing there.
I don't know
And
how
finally,
this works
something
with
falls
Roombas.
from the top of the fridge. Now, as for the randomly stopping Roomba, Nick later shows that the little Roomba is functioning normally, and usually only does this when it is about to collide with something, like a person standing in front of it.
Can you try to step in front of that? And so it just does that. Move away.
She works at McDonald's.
That comment says that the Roomba doesn't do that unless someone's in front of it.
And so in the video, we also see something fall. Well, Nick also explains this, and it's a little creepy.
One of my grandma's little angels fell off the fridge last night. My grandma loves to collect little figurines.
Okay, they're too far in the back. Yeah, they're too far in the back to just something hits the fridge and it goes down.
An angel falling and not legitimately anything else she has.
Nick says that now both of his grandmother's dogs have become absolutely petrified of the kitchen. He says that both dogs sit and stare at the kitchen every night and often just refuse to enter that room.
I was watching my show and...
What's that? Arcane? Is that Arcane? I haven't seen it. Or is that Clone Wars, bro? I don't know. I don't watch that shit.
Then things get
any of those two shows.
Because one night,
I'll watch it for
Nick's
money.
grandmother's house again just starts to act very
10 members
strange.
on Patreon and I'll watch it. I'll watch Star Wars for 100 members and 100 subs on Twitch. I'll watch them here. I don't see anything. I don't get the Wizzy tingling. Watch it. The stairs. No. Roomba. No. Can he even do that?
Yo.
Can this shit like just be controlled by something as well? I don't know how it works, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, crazy or creepy? Big bear. How the
Now, the Roomba following Nick around and crashing down the stairs is odd enough because, well, they're just not supposed to do that. But the Roomba flipping over on its own has absolutely no explanation.
That I don't know.
Nick says that his grandmother found the Roomba in the living room and placed it back in the kitchen. He says that since this, the Roomba has just not moved again, despite having a full charge. But he does say that his grandma's 2 dogs are still scared of the device and
That was
often
weird.
just stare at it. End of the road. Sam Rossi is an independent truck driver in Southeast Asia.
That's a pink truck.
He regularly posts his experiences and adventures as he drives his truck across the countryside of Indonesia. Late one night, Sam is driving his truck along a long, lonely stretch of road.
This is just a horrible job to have.
By a dark spirit.
It's a horrible
Just
job
after
to
he
have, by the
crosses
way.
a bridge in the middle of nowhere.
But don't say it.
His truck
Don't PewDiePie
suddenly
it.
breaks down.
Ya bener, bener sampean, bener sampean. Apa jenenge? Tibake ya, tibake mesinku sing keder. Oh, wis tak servis ya, Lur ya. Hawane.
Sam can't understand what's wrong because he says that he's just recently had the truck checked and serviced.
Doesn't mean
And this
anything.
is when things take a terrifying turn.
Why are you recording that?
Aku saiki ngomong yo. Mambune moro-moro mambune gak enak, Lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa?
Smells like shit. Also
Ayo.
fishy.
Sapa?
What the fuck?
Tuk, sapa iki? Welut. Welut. Muncullah.
I feel like this isn't just fake.
Sam smells something horrible and
But-
peers under his truck, only to see someone's bare feet that seem to be floating just above the pavement on the other side. But when he checks, there's no one there.
That was a bit
After
of
the
a
spooky encounter and with his truck stalled on the road, Sam decides to get out of there and go find some help. Scurry videos. Now,
This
these
was-
are videos that kind of fit this scary genre, but they're kind of goofy or funny. Maybe just goofy. Anyway, you decide. First up, a man spots something terrifying peering at him from the corner of his door frame.
That's a cat. That's a cat. He's on top of the door, like usually. It's a cat. It's a
And
cat.
then it was just his cat. But how did it get up there? Was it something supernatural? Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't anything supernatural. Next, we move on to something really scary.
My cat
actually
does that
makes its
too.
way inside the door. The result is truly disturbing.
I'm gonna cry. Mom, I'm gonna cry.
Some say that this unfortunate woman never made it out of that room. And then some say she just stepped on that roach.
This is the road.
Continuing on, sometimes we hear about strange things that are said to be the result of
I like these
paranormal
videos.
activity.
Some of them-
But we only have the story and experience of the person who witnessed it.
Okay.
Case in point.
Oh no, a ghost. A black ghost. A furry ghost.
Afterwards, this very scared guy watched the CCTV, and he felt like an idiot, I would assume.
Idiot?
Now,
Is this guy
finally, if you
Bobby
believe in
Singer
strange
from
creatures
Supernatural?
and cryptids, while the road maintenance
Nukes is
crew
Bobby
in
Singer.
Australia is right there with you.
Goddamn idiots.
goddamn minute. Hang on a goddamn minute.
There's a fucking what in 14 kilometers? Where the fuck are we going?
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you back again next time.
Same, guys. Like and subscribe, and we can watch more nukes. By the way, if you want to just go, over here and just watch my videos, subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs. So the goal is pretty much like if we get between 1,500 and 2,000 subs by the end of the year, I'm gonna keep on, streaming and making YouTube videos and stuff like that.